Hello, fellow baking enthusiasts. Today, we embark on a culinary adventure to create a dessert that has taken the world by storm, the San Sebastian Cheesecake. This Basque country-born delight is known for its creamy interior, caramelized crust, and surprisingly simple preparation. Get ready to impress your friends and family with a dessert that looks like it came from a fancy bakery, but can be made in your own kitchen with ease. This guide will break down the process step by step, ensuring that even beginners can achieve cheesecake perfection. Forget the complicated water baths and fussy techniques. The San Sebastian Cheesecake embraces simplicity. In just a few minutes, you'll have a batter ready for the oven, and a little over an hour later, you'll be indulging in a slice of heaven. So, gather your ingredients, preheat your oven, and let's dive into the world of creamy, dreamy San Sebastian cheesecake. Whether you're a seasoned baker or just starting your culinary journey, this recipe is sure to become a new favorite. Get ready to experience the magic of this burnt Basque cheesecake. Prepare to be amazed by the simplicity and deliciousness of this iconic dessert. It's time to put on your aprons and create a culinary masterpiece. Before we begin our baking adventure, let's gather our essential ingredients. Having everything at hand will streamline the process and ensure a smooth and enjoyable baking experience. For this recipe, you'll need room temperature ingredients, so be sure to take them out of the refrigerator an hour or two before you start. You'll need 7 large eggs, 2 cups of granulated sugar, 2 pounds of cream cheese. Full fat is recommended for the creamiest texture. 1 cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. A springform pan is also crucial, ideally a 9-inch pan for this recipe. Once you have all your ingredients assembled, it's time to prepare your springform pan. Grease the bottom and sides generously with butter or cooking spray. Then, line the pan with 2 sheets of parchment paper, allowing the paper to extend a few inches above the sides of the pan. This will prevent leakage and make removing the cheesecake easier. Now that your ingredients are ready and your pan is prepared, we're ready to move on to the exciting part, creating the batter for our San Sebastian cheesecake. Get ready to witness the magic of simple ingredients transforming into a decadent dessert. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the 7 large eggs and 2 cups of granulated sugar until the mixture is light, frothy, and pale yellow. This step is crucial for incorporating air into the batter, which will contribute to the cheesecake's light and airy texture. Be sure to whisk vigorously for at least 2 minutes to ensure the sugar is fully dissolved. Next, in a separate bowl, combine the 2 pounds of cream cheese with the 1 cup of heavy cream. If your cream cheese is particularly firm, you can beat it briefly with an electric mixer to soften it before adding the heavy cream. Mix until the cream cheese and heavy cream are fully incorporated and smooth. In a small bowl, whisk together the 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This dry ingredient mixture will help to stabilize the cheesecake batter and prevent it from becoming too dense. Make sure there are no lumps in the dry ingredients before adding them to the wet ingredients. Now, it's time to add the dry ingredients and vanilla extract to the cream cheese mixture. Gently fold the dry ingredients into the cream cheese mixture until just combined. Be careful not to overmix, as this can lead to a tough cheesecake. Finally, stir in the teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. A hot oven is essential for achieving the signature burnt top of the San Sebastian cheesecake. Make sure your oven rack is positioned in the center of the oven for even baking. Carefully pour the batter into the prepared springform pan. The batter should fill the pan almost to the top of the parchment paper lining. Give the pan a gentle tap on the counter to release any air bubbles that may be trapped in the batter. Place the springform pan on a baking sheet and bake for 60 to 70 minutes, or until the cheesecake is deeply golden brown on top and the center is still slightly jiggly. The center will continue to set as the cheesecake cools. Don't be alarmed by the dark color of the top. This is a characteristic of the San Sebastian cheesecake. Once the cheesecake is baked, remove it from the oven and let it cool completely at room temperature. This will allow the cheesecake to set and prevent it from cracking. Resist the urge to cut into it while it's still warm. Alright, so after the cheesecake has cooled completely at room temperature, you want to cover it loosely with plastic wrap and refrigerate it for at least 4 hours, or, preferably overnight. Chilling the cheesecake allows it to firm up and develop its full flavor. Once chilled, carefully remove the cheesecake from the springform pan. Then, peel away the parchment paper lining. Now, you can serve the cheesecake directly from the base of the springform pan or transfer it to a serving platter if you prefer. The San Sebastian cheesecake is delicious on its own, but you can also enhance it with various toppings. Fresh berries, a dusting of powdered sugar, or a drizzle of caramel sauce are all excellent choices. And of course, a dollop of whipped cream adds an extra touch of indulgence. Section 6. Troubleshooting tips for a flawless cheesecake. If your cheesecake cracks during baking, don't worry. It's a common issue and doesn't affect the flavor. You can easily cover any cracks with a topping or simply embrace the rustic look. If the center of your cheesecake seems too jiggly after baking, it might need a little more time in the oven. Check it every 5 to 10 minutes until the center is just set. If the top of your cheesecake browns too quickly, you can loosely cover it with aluminum foil to prevent further browning. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be discouraged if your first attempt isn't perfect. Each time you make this cheesecake, you'll gain more experience and confidence. Section 7. Variations on a theme exploring flavor combinations. While the classic San Sebastian cheesecake is delicious on its own, feel free to experiment with different flavor combinations. Adding citrus zest, chocolate shavings, or a swirl of Nutella to the batter can create unique and exciting variations. You can also infuse the cream with different flavors by steeping herbs or spices in it before adding it to the batter. Lavender, rosemary, or cardamom can add a sophisticated touch. For a festive twist, try adding seasonal fruits to the batter, such as chopped apples in the fall or berries in the summer. Section 8. Sharing the joy. Spreading the San Sebastian love. The San Sebastian cheesecake is best enjoyed with friends and family. Share your culinary creation with loved ones and spread the joy of this delicious dessert. Take photos of your beautiful cheesecake and share them on social media. Encourage others to try the recipe and share their own baking experiences. Baking is a wonderful way to connect with others and create lasting memories. Section 9. Conclusion, a sweet farewell. Congratulations, you've successfully made a San Sebastian cheesecake. We hope you enjoyed this baking adventure and that you're proud of your culinary accomplishment. Remember, baking is a journey of exploration and creativity. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. Most importantly, have fun and enjoy the process. Happy baking!